What's up, everyone? Welcome to this day in Philly sports history for October 17th, 2022. What a game. The Eagles go into the bye 6-0. They came out on fire, had some injuries on the offensive line, and struggled somewhat in the second half. But when they needed to, they came through, drove right down, and got that score. So I'll take it. It's, again, another thing that, to me, it showed me that they can, again, win a tough game against a divisional opponent. So that's another check mark off the box. And before I get into today's, this day, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. And hopefully this is a public service announcement that'll help calm some of your nerves and fears. Things are going well right now in the city, and it's okay to talk about it. I've heard a couple times over this weekend how people were like, oh, I'm still nervous. I'm still this or I'm still that. And I think that's still that old school Philly mentality. And I think that's what gets us in trouble. Embrace it. You have the Phillies who, at this point, are live to at least make it to the World Series, if not win. You have the Eagles who are live to be the best team in the NFC and go and win the Super Bowl. Sixers are getting ready to tip off this week, and if things break the way they could, and I think personally should, they are live to make a deep playoff run, possibly even get to the NBA Finals, and who knows once you get there. Got the Flyers, and again, I don't know what's happening with them, but they're 2-0, and you know what? Just roll with it, man. Just roll with it. It's okay. Enjoy it. Get that Negadelphia out of there. I'm guilty of it as well. Don't get me wrong, but we need to get through this together because that's how we're going to make it to the next level. That's how we're going to go over the hump. So enjoy it. Don't worry about what could, what can happen. And I know this is out of character for us. We can do this. All right. So with that being said, again, great win by the Eagles. We did win our bet, which brings our record for betting on the Eagles this year to 2-4. But Eagles are 6-0, so I'd much rather have them 6-0 than win all those bets. So on this day in 2010, it was the last time the Phillies were in the NLCS. It was Game 2 against the San Francisco Giants. They won 6-1 at Citizens Bank Park after losing a close, heartbreaking game in Game 1, which was a pitcher's duel, Roy Halladay versus Tim Lincecum. This was Game 2. Oswalt took them out and no-hit the Giants through the first 5 innings. Jimmy Rollins opened up the game with a 3-run double in the 7th, and they just cruised to the victory this day to tie that series up at 1 game apiece. They did end up losing the 6 games to the Giants, who ended up going to the World Series and winning it. But a lot of the games were close. Like, there was one of those series where both teams had great pitching, and it was just a matter of who broke first. And I think what happened was with this team, they were kind of on that back end of the golden era. Yeah, they had the pitching, but their offense was very inconsistent in spurts that year. They did, however, again, come back the next year and win 102 games and whatnot. So it wasn't quite over yet, but this is where you start to see some of the weaknesses begin to show. But on this day in 2010, Phillies beat the Giants 6-1 in the NLCS. Big win for the Eagles. Like I said, Philadelphia fans, breathe. It's okay. Just enjoy it. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. I'm hearing too many people pick out negative. Listen, your football team is 6-0. Your baseball team is in the NLCS. Enjoy it. Nobody would have said that. Either one of those things probably would have happened if you'd said that in January of this past year. So go with it. Let's go Sixers. Speaking of the Sixers, excuse me. Back to the Future will be dropping a new episode this week where we will do a little Sixers preview. So be on the lookout for that. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Twitter and TikTok, Jimbo_Mont. Check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe and like both podcasts so they get delivered right to your inbox. Happy Monday. It's always better when the Eagles win, especially when we have a playoff baseball game coming up tomorrow. So until next time, have yourselves a Monday, and I'll see you when I see you.